Om Bhurvubhuvasvaha Tatsavituravarinyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yo Nah Prachodayat. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Namaskar dear students and good morning. Today in this video we are going to discuss the questions answers of poem number 5, A Legend of the Northland by Phoebe Cary. Let's see first of all summary and theme of the story, and then we start questions answers discussion. Let's go ahead. In the poem A Legend of the Northland, the poetess tells the story of an old woman who angered Saint Peter because of her greed and selfishness. Saint Peter is hungry and he visits the cottage of a little woman. The woman is baking cakes. The saint is hungry and asks for food. She refuses to part with even a small piece of cake. So selfish and greedy the woman is that Saint Peter gets angry and curses her. She is turned into a woodpecker. It cannot be possible in real life, but it's a legend. The saint feels that she is not worthy to live as a human being. God has given everything to her. The house to live in, the food for eating, every possible facilities she was having, but she was greedy. She lives the life of a woodpecker for the rest of her life after getting the curse from the Saint Peter. Saint Peter. The saint rightly punished her in changing her into a woodpecker so that she might live in the trees, boring in the heart, boring in the heart, dry wood for her food. The moral of the story is obvious. We should always help the needy, because without the others' help, we cannot survive in this world. Dear students, help others if possible. With the help of lot many people, you are getting one chapati. You and I, all. So whenever required, please help to others. Theme of the story, theme of the poem. Very often we get a lot of moral teachings from legends. Now we are also getting very good lesson from this poem. They help to learn things from the past. Those ideas help to reform the society. Nowadays we are watching movie and taking some moral if movie contains. Otherwise our legends, our stories are moral giving stories. They help to learn things from the past. Those ideas help to reform society. In this poem we come across a man who is in dire need of food. He visits a cottage to ask for food, but the woman of the cottage fails to provide him any food. So he curses the woman for her selfish behavior. The need to treat our guest with affection is emphasized over here. And dear students, we are living in Surat, and it is said about Sorat in Gujarati. Everybody knows. ક્યારેક સોરઠની ધરતી પર તું ભૂલો પડ ભગવાન તો તને સ્વર્ગ પણ ભૂલાવું સાંભળા. It is said likewise in Gujarati. So this is our hospitality of our province, of our territory, where we are living. We don't want to forget. Any guest comes, we don't want to think when he goes, when he would go. We want to think, stay with us, have food, have something and something. We are offering hospitality to our guest. Sometimes a needy person come to our door, so we want to serve whatever possible help we can give. Alright, dear students. Let's see now question answers discussion of the poem. Let's begin. Always. Question number 1. Thinking about the poem, question number 1. Number 1. Which country or countries do you think the Northland refers to? Answer. The Northland could refer to any extremely cold country in the Earth's North Polar region, such as Greenland, the northern regions of Russia, Canada, Norway, etc. Question number 2. What did Saint Peter ask the old lady for? What was the lady's reaction? Answer. Saint Peter asked the old lady for one of her baked cakes to satisfy his hunger. The lady tried to bake a small cake for the saint. Number 3. How did he punish her? Answer number 3. He punished the lady by changing her into a woodpecker that built as birds do and gathered scanty food by boring the hard dry wood all day long. Question number 4. How does the woodpecker get her food? Answer number 4. The woodpecker gets her food by boring holes into trees. Question number 5. Do you think that the old lady would have been so ungenerous if she had known who Saint Peter really was? Another question, in the 5th question only. What would she have done then? Answer number 5. I believe. Answer may be vary. Okay? So as per my perspective, I can give answer in negation. No, the old lady would not have been so ungenerous if she had known who Saint Peter really was. Instead, she would have tried to praise him with her cakes for the fulfillment of her greedy desires. Right, dear students? Let's go forward for the question number 6. Is this a true story? Next question in the same. Which part of the poem do you feel is the most important? Answer. No, it's not true story. It is a legend. I feel that the point in the story where the old lady is changed into a woodpecker is the most important. This is because the punishment melted out to the lady teacher. Lady teaches us the value of generosity and charity. Question number 7. What is a legend? Why is this poem called a legend? Question number 7. Answer. A legend is a popular story from the past which is believed by many but one cannot prove whether it is true or not. It usually contains a message or a moral and is narrated to children. The poet himself says that he doesn't believe these tales to be true. This poem is called a legend because it preaches generosity towards fellow beings. Question number 8. Write the story of a legend of the Northland in about 10 sentences. Once St. Peter stopped by an old lady's cottage because he was feeling very hungry and weak after the day's fasting. The lady was baking cakes on the hearth. Patti means hearth means patti. Since he was weak with fasting, he asked her for a cake from a store of cakes. The selfish lady tried to bake small cakes, but each time they seemed too big for her to give away to St. Peter actually. Finally, she baked one that was as thin as wafer. Unable to part with it too, she put it on a shelf and did not give any cake to the saint. Saint Peter was very angry with behavior and said, she was too selfish to live as a human and have food, shelter, and a fire to keep her warm. He punished her by changing her into a woodpecker that would have to build a nest to live in, bore for food in the trunks of trees. Her clothes were burned and she was left with her scarlet cap on her head as she flew out through the chimney. Even today, she still lives in the woods and is seen by all the country schoolboys. Avinash sir, please don't disturb. Dear students, Avinash sir came and wanted to greet me with good morning, but he said, hello, hello. Don't worry, be happy. Thank you, all of you. Question number 2, 1.1. Let us look at the words at the end of the second and fourth line. Visualize snows and clothes, true and you, below and no. We find that snows rhymes with clothes, true rhymes with you, and below rhymes with no. So we answer, we can find this type of rhyming words in the chapter itself. The rhyming words are few, through, earth, hearth, done, one, lay, away, one, done, flat, that, myself, self, faint, saint, form, warm, food, wood, word, bird, same, flame, wood, food. Alright, dear students? Alright. Question number 2. Go to the local library or talk to older persons in your locality and find legends in your own language. Tell the class these legends. So, dear students, this is your homework. You all have to just find out this legend story. And we are having on the page number 4 one legend story. Let's read, everybody. Come on. Everybody, you read. Alright? At your home.